Hello and welcome to more Pauper Chatterstorm. I'm trying to get as many reps with this deck as I can before it gets banned. For those who are new to the channel or whatever, Chatterstorm is a card, 2 mana, create a squirrel, it has Storm. You combo this with first day of class, gives them all haste, and puts a +1/+1 counter on them, so they're 2/2s. You hit your opponent for 10 or 20 and they die. So it's quite strong. I'm still saying this, the MVP of the deck is Galvanic Relay. This just gives you consistency. It's exile the top card of your library. During your next turn, you may play that card with Storm. It just turns all of your spells into card draw. It makes storming not a risk because you could hit this and then just win. We're going mono green again. I think last time was also running forest. The main change I've done is basically I cut one Seething Song for one Cabal Ritual. I wasn't sure which is better. Most of the time, I feel like I can get 2 mana to start going off, but like starting with a Seething Song is really difficult. So I want to have cheaper spells so that I can initiate a Storm combo. This is good for late game. But in that case, Cabal Ritual is better for late game because it just adds 1 extra mana, or it effectively costs 1 less than Seething Song, so it's like +1 mana over Seething Song. The issue is black mana, like what are you going to do with it? But that's really the only change I made to the deck. We're just going to run a league. I think this deck is absolutely broken and probably will be banned soon, but until then, let's enjoy it. The sideboard, I don't think I've changed anything. I'm really interested about the Hooting Mandel's Gurmag Angler plan. I feel like this actually has some potential, especially like post. Once Chatterstorm gets banned, if Galvanic Relay stays around, like you just do that. So we're gonna see what happens then. I hope they get rid of it all. But let's go into the matches, and I'll see you guys there. Let's see if we can go for a trophy this time. All right, we're playing against Lilitron. What does this hand do? I mean, we definitely keep it. This is probably like a show my hand and then go off turn 2, because I have to land grant to play Wild Cantor to get enough green for Bequeathal. They're playing red. I mean, if they're playing burn, this is not great, but I can't not reveal my hand here. So they do get to know I have Bequeathal, so if they do have like Lightning Bolt, they can save it for a Wild Cantor, which I don't love. But as far as I'm aware, there's no way for me to get enough mana to go off here. So I think this is just turn 1 Wild Cantor go. Because I could go Wild Cantor, let me think about this, I guess. Wild Cantor into Rite of Flame, into Wild Cantor into Cabal Ritual, and that just doesn't work. So we'll pass. They might bolt the Cantor. We'll see if they're playing burn or something else. Chain Lightning my face. Okay. I think I like the burn matchup, especially when they kept a 1-lander. There's no huge rush. We're going to Bequeathal this Wild Cantor and hit them for 1, right? They kept a 1-lander. They must have a bunch of burn spells, but like now if they try and kill Wild Cantor, I get to draw 2 cards, and I could just build up Storm count. Meanwhile, they're taking like forever to kill me, and this seems just like a good position. If I draw Chatterstorm or anything, obviously I'll go off because I have 2, 3, 5, like 7 mana, and that's like plenty. We'll see what they do. I think they actually want to kill my Wild Cantor. That limits my mana by 1 next turn, but that also gives me more time to draw cards. They go face, okay. I think I stand by that. Another Wild Cantor. I'm at 14. I feel like mana is actually going to be the limiting factor here, so let's just play 1 more Wild Cantor. I'm not going to take 14 damage in 1 turn. The most they can do to me is 10 by going Mountain, Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast. So 14 is still reasonably safe, but next turn I should probably go for it. And they missed a land drop too, which is good for me. Lava Spike me. So now I still can't die. Ooh, Bequeathal's really good. I'm gonna go for it now because this gives me outs to Galvanic Relay. As far as I'm aware in terms of burn decks, there's no way for them to kill me next turn. I think the most they can do from 2 lands is 10. And this gives me outs to hit Galvanic Relay and just do some stuff. So we're going to go Bequeathal on Wild Cantor. And we're just going to crack this for red. Draw 4 cards here. We draw Tinderwall, which is good. So we get to go... I'm just going for it. Let's go Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. Actually, let's just crack this for green. Play Tinderwall. Sacrifice Tinderwall. Now we can Seething Song. And here we get to see how much better Cabal Ritual is than Seething Song, where Cabal Ritual is about to add a ton of mana. Let's do this. We want black, green. Dark Ritual. Okay, so let's go Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. I could even first day of class out some wild cantors if I need to. Let's chromatic star for green. Chromatic sphere. Yeah, I mean, we'll find something, right? There's the galvanic relay, and that's why I did it this way. So let's first day of class, because I don't need two. For introduction to prophecy, because if I hit Chatterstorm, obviously I just win right now. Cast intro to prophecy using green, red. They just concede. Okay. I didn't even need to go off. That's actually quite nice. Playing against red or burn, I can bring in Weather the Storm. I feel like this is the matchup where I bring in Weather the Storm, Gurmag Anglers, and Hooting Mandrills. Because they're going to have some number of, like, big creatures. Or the creature that, like, does 1 damage to everything. I can either do that, or I could bring in Gut Shots. The Gurmag Angler could win me the game if I just do it turn 1. Which would be kind of fun. Although maybe it's possible they could have enough red spells in play to be able to, like, sacrifice their creature to kill a Gurmag Angler. So I think I get rid of at least one Night's Whisper. Yeah, I don't quite know how to sideboard against burn. I mean, I like these. I don't know if I need them, but they seem really fun. Probably I just go for the Gut Shots. Like, I think this is essentially going to be a race, and if I just get the one Gut Shot, I'm good to go. In that case, I'll probably get rid of Seething Song. It's kind of awkward on the draw, and Night's Whisper, I probably need at least one. Trying to figure out, I guess on the draw I get rid of a land. That's been my mantra so far, and it's worked out okay. Ooh, okay. What does this hand do? I mean, I keep this. This is like turn 1 a ton of squirrels, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 damage on turn 1. Unless they play specifically the 1-drop that can sacrifice to do 2 damage to each things, this is just a turn 2 kill. That seems good. And there's some cards I could draw, like Manamorphose, that could make it a turn 1 win. Oh, I hope I get a turn 1 kill, right? So this is some kind of 1. Oh, but I can't cast both of them. Right, because I need more green. So, wait, this is actually much worse. I already kept this hand, but yeah, I need like Manamorphose or Wild Cantor or Chromatic Star because... Or I guess I go off turn 2. They mulligan to 6, and they just have a Gitu Lava Runner. Alright, Manamorphose. Rite of Flame. Does that do it? So here we get to go Forest, Lotus Petal, sacrifice Tinderwall. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, and a storm count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that seems hard for them to beat. I hit them for like 10 this turn, and then they have to kill my stuff. And I could draw like Wild Cantor off first day of class to go deeper. We're going Forest. I think regardless, I'm casting Tinderwall this turn. Let me do the mana again. So this is +1, so I'll have double red. Lotus Petal gives me green. Rite of Flame puts me up to 3 red, 1 green. First day of class, yeah. Okay, so let's go Tinderwall, Sacrifice, Rite of Flame, Lotus Petal, first day of class. Discarding, I guess at this point, Cabal Ritual. Chromatic Star I can't cast, so let's just go Chatterstorm. Pretty good turn 1. So they need to chump block here. And then they need to have the 1-drop that sacrifices to do 2 damage to everything. And they need to have both of those like next turn, otherwise they die. Or I guess they get 1 extra turn by chump blocking. But if they're lightning bolting a squirrel, I think this is good news. Because they don't even have the leveled up Gitu Lava Runner yet. And I'm going to save my land grant storm count. There's no point in casting spells here. We just want to build back up to 7 and then like go off again. I think that's one thing that I was really hasty with in the other build is like just casting spells too quickly. Every spell matters because every spell is an extra squirrel or an extra galvanic relay or whatever, right? Because like let's say I draw galvanic relay this turn or next turn, I can go land grant, Tinderwall, and I'll have 3 mana galvanic relay, and that's like a draw 3 or something like that. Okay, they lava spike me, so Lava Runner is bigger, but they're at 2 life. Haha. This build is so good. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Medvedev. We're on the draw, and this hand actually has quite a bit of promise. Going to keep anything that just has like Manamorphoses and the mana to cast them seems worthwhile. We could, if we get like a Dark Ritual or something, cast a giant Chatterstorm turn 1. It really depends on if our opponent has Clan Shaman in the main. We draw a forest. So if I play Wild Cantor and they don't kill it, I will have 4 mana next turn? No. 1, 2, yeah, I'll have 4 mana next turn. And that's enough for double Chatterstorm or first day of school Chatterstorm, so let's do that. I could have cast Chatterstorm for like 4, but that just seems kind of bad. That's not a Clan Shaman. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can make like 10 squirrels and then they're pretty much in Clan Shaman or bust, I think, on turn 2. If I was on the play, this would be like game over. We'll also see how they scryed. 2 cards on top. Okay. I mean, I don't see any reason to play this safe. Let's go Bequeathal on here. Sacrifice Wild Cantor for green. Forest. Land Grant. Getting a forest. We can Manamorphose. Green for green. Another Land Grant which I cannot cast. I think I got a little bit greedy here. I can Manamorphose again. Green for green black. Another Chatterstorm? That's a big yikes. I can make 6 squirrels this turn, right? I can Chromatic Sphere and then Lotus Petal out of Chatterstorm. And then my hand is just only Chatterstorms. I can keep my hand and then just essentially waste my storm count of 4. I think I want to make 5 squirrels here. And I'm not going to use the Lotus Petal. We're just going to cast that and cast Chatterstorm. Or 6 squirrels, I think. It is a fast clock. I could have made 7. I was 1 like mana short of being able to do all the stuff I wanted. Because I got greedy with Bequeathal, I would have been able to make like 10 squirrels this turn if I hadn't. Okay, they play a giant 4/4, which just makes sense to me. Given that, I think we're just gonna double Chatterstorm this turn. Attack for 6, or for 5 damage. Then we go Forest, Land Grant, get a Forest. We have 5 mana, I get to do that. Chromatic Sphere. Crack this for red? Doesn't really matter, we'll go black. Manamorphose was good. Manamorphose. Let's add red-green. Tinderwall is free storm. It basically represents 2 more squirrels, so that seems reasonable to me. Crack that, sacrifice that. Add green, Chatterstorm. So if they have main deck Echoing Truth, Clan Shaman, or whatever, we're in trouble. Otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape. We'll see if they have it main deck. Given how quickly they're not Echoing Truthing my squirrels, they probably don't have it main deck. That seems good to me. So they have Darksteel Citadel. They only have 3 cards in hand. Another Sojourners doesn't do it. If they also have Echoing Truth, they would have cast something, so let's just swing out. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, this feels weird. Okay, against Affinity, we want Gut Shots and, like, a couple Duress. We get rid of Seething Song. I guess Cabal Ritual is kind of in that category, and a Night's Whisper. And then, on the draw, we cut a land. Now we have double Gut Shot, double Duress. Seems good to me. Oh, man. How much mana is this turn 1? 1, 2, 3. I mean, I gotta keep this. This hand loses to Clan Shaman, but it's like so powerful if I can draw another mana source. They kept 7. We go Forest. The next turn I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. I'm just gonna wait until next turn, or maybe even longer. Because if they jam like the Shaman here, it's gonna be bad. If it's just Chromatic Star go, that'd be good. Okay. Gut Shot. Forest. So first day of class makes this hand like super lethal. I'm trying to think, because basically right now I can make a whole bunch of squirrels. I think that's a bit all in. I can draw Galvanic Relay. There's like a lot of things I can draw as a failsafe here. The squirrels not having haste is kind of huge. We'll see. I could be playing around the wrong thing, right? They could just go like Clan Shaman, hold up Counterspell, and then things get more awkward. But basically drawing Gutshot made me feel confident. They go Thoughtcast, okay. They don't do anything. Okay. They draw Bequeathal. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's go Wild Cantor and see if that resolves. I don't want to discard the hand size anyway. Okay. Bequeathal this? See if that goes through. I could have waited it. Oh, that went through. That represents 2 cards. They could kill it at end of turn to force me to discard the hand size. I think I like waiting. If they kill this end of turn, they got me. Okay. Basically, like, I'm not under any pressure. I could just draw duress and be in good shape. My opponent's tapping out for Ichor Wellspring. That seems quite good for me. And a Mirror Enforcer. So they're just holding up 1 mana? I mean, yeah, we just go for it. This is the turn, I think. That's pretty sick also from the opponent. They have quite a few blockers. And they're just not playing a shaman. Yeah, we have relay. We're just going to go for it here. So let's start with Land Grant. They could have like blue Elemental Blast, which would be fine. Let's sacrifice Wild Cantor for red here. Draw 2 cards. Okay, we get to go Rite of Flame. This actually did not end up so good. Cast Lotus Petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now I can Shatterstorm into Galvanic Relay. I think I'm gonna Gutshot their face. Just for extra storm. But I want to keep 1 Gutshot to deal with a Clan Shaman if they happen to have it. And then we go Shatterstorm into Relay. Or I could go Shatterstorm Bequeathal into Relay, actually. I lose my Lotus Petal, but I do get to draw 1 extra card, and it makes it harder for them to attack. I kind of like that. Bequeathal on a Squirrel. Then Galvanic Relay here. This just digs me like much deeper into my deck. Metamorphose is a good start. First day of class. You were so close. Dark Ritual, Chromatic Star. Another Bequeathal, Chromatic Sphere, Tinderwall. Basically, every hand I want to just have Tinderwall, and I just... whenever I don't draw Tinderwall, I feel really sad. Witching Well is fine. So they crack a star, gives them red. I mean, Atog plus Fling is moderately scary, but I have a lot of blockers. Yeah, there's Atog, so we don't want to... How much artifacts do they have? They might just kill me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, they actually, if they have Fling, I just die. So that's kind of fun. I guess they have Fling, okay. Yeah, I played this a little bit conservatively. 17 out of 18. So if I had even killed 1 of their artifacts, I guess I would have to kill 2. Alright, we'll play opponent. So, I'm just sideboarding. They know I have Gutshot, so they're just going to hold a Clan Shaman. I also have Duress. On the play, I probably want my land back. And probably 1 less Duress, because Duress is good against like Echoing Truth and stuff, but they didn't seem to have any of that. They probably just have like Clan Shamans, or they just have Echoing Truths because everyone's bringing in Gutshots. So yeah, let's just be faster than them. Alright, going first. Going first is huge here as well. This hand, I mean, no, this hand's bad. This hand has the combo. I think I keep this. So I need red mana, essentially. I'm gonna get rid of Dark Ritual because Gutshot, like, there are some hands where I just, like, I need Gutshot. And if I draw red mana next turn, I'm still a little bit off. Basically, I'm deciding do I Wild Cantor or not. I think I wait a turn. Never the greatest draws against Affinity here. There's another Wild Cantor. Now I may be able to go off. So I can't do it this turn, but next turn I think I can. In Dark Ritual, a Prism. Okay. So Land Grant I think gives me what I need because now I have green, black, red. Yeah, let's do this. And the storm count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I make 12s. Okay. Do this. Forest. Forest. We Wild Cantor for black. Cast Dark Ritual. Then we Wild Cantor for red. Cast First Day of Class. This can grab a spell. I can also discard Gutshot, but I think I like the guaranteed storm count. So let's just grab Introduction to Prophecy or Environmental Sciences. I guess I'll just take the Sciences. I'll Gutshot them. And just hope they don't have Echoing Truth or whatever. We yield to this, and we'll see if they have the answer. It didn't really look like they had it last game, so maybe they just, their sideboard was go as fast as possible. They also lose 2 artifacts in the process, right? If they go Clan Shaman, sacrifice Prism and Star, like, they're still down quite a bit, and I can rebuild. Or they just lose here. If they're cracking Chromatic Star, that's really good. I don't think they have it. I think we might do it. Please, I need to beat Affinity. I have yet to beat Affinity. They're slow rolling me. Oh my gosh, if they have it, this is going to be the worst slow roll of all time. I'm checking the chat. Okay, we did it. Won that match. See you guys next round. Alright, we were playing against Green Line. It's been quite a minute. There's like a 10-minute wait between rounds. So what do we got here? We're on the draw. This hand has a lot of... I mean, I gotta keep this, right? This hand has just so much potential. We'll see what our opponent is playing. Hopefully not Delver. Burn? Faithless Looting, turn 1. Uh-oh. If they discard like Prismatic Strange, we're gonna be in trouble. They could be like Mono Red Storm, Battle Screech. Okay, so I feel like against this type of deck I have time. Wild Cantor. So mana is going to be our limiting factor. I'm just gonna play Tinderwall. That kind of tells them what's up, but maybe they haven't seen my video and don't really know what's going on. They might just bolt my Tinderwall, which I think is correct. And maybe I was supposed to play Wild Cantor for that regard. Oh, they're just squad. Oh, you love to see it. Squadron Hawk I could play against all day. So this turn I have 4 mana. They get 3 Hawks. I don't know how much they mulligan, but they did cast Faithless Looting. That's a lot of first day of class. So I guess we just play Chromatic Star and pass. We're just like, this hand's not great. We could probably try and go for something, but there's no rush against, like if they're just gonna go like Squadron Hawk into 3-bit Inspector or something, flashback Faithless Looting is just fine with me. Discarding 2 Squadron Hawks. I mean, the upside of that is that they just traded Squadron Hawks for random cards. The downside is they spent 3 mana to cast a Divination there. There's a Lotus Petal. This hand's like so bad. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I'm just gonna wait a turn. I don't know. They're not doing anything scary, and maybe they don't know what I'm doing either. This mountain is beautiful. I think it's a Guru land. It's really pretty. So they go 3-bit Inspector, go. They still, I guess, don't want to flashback Battle Screech. They're just holding up 2 mana. I draw Forest. I mean, I feel like they're just not doing anything. I don't need to do anything. They cracked their clue. I have enough first days of class to play around a main deck Fiery Cannonade. They can take the Monarchy here, but I'm taking like 1 damage a turn. Like, this is so slow. And just the more cards I get in hand, the bigger my storm count. So now they get birds, and now I need to go off. Like, this is actually a clock now, because they get to flashback all of the Battle Screeches. So that seems good. I guess they're probably not playing Fiery Cannonade, huh? Because they're playing a lot of tokens. They probably don't have a good main deck answer. Teething Song. Yeah, so we can now go for it, and I'm pretty happy for how much I waited for this, because now I get to do like Teething Song here, crack this for green. See what we draw here. Another Lotus Petal. Alright, let's go Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal, Lotus Petal. Wild Cantor effectively nets me... Next turn they could have Prismatic Strands, I guess is the only concern. Right, they have Strands, and then they flashback Strands. Meanwhile, they're attacking me. How many turns do they have to do that for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can kill me in like 2 turns. Or I guess it'd be 3 turns. Basically, if I set up for a big Galvanic Relay and they just strands me away, that's going to be sad. My other option is to first day of class and just try and hit the Chatterstorm, but I don't even think I have a lethal first day of class here. So I think we're just going to go Wild Cantor into stack this, into Galvanic Relay, into Galvanic Relay. And that just gives me, I will go off next turn. If they have strands, they have strands, but I'll have like the biggest scrolls anyone's ever seen. So I was drawing Bequeathal and Chatterstorm. So it's possible I could have gotten there if I first day of class and then grab the card that scries to and draws to, and then I would have drawn into Chatterstorm. Mystic Familiar. Okay. This looks like Prismatic Strands. I might just die here, to be honest. This is 8 damage. That puts me down to 10. Next turn they can hit me for 9. They're holding up 3 mana. Yeah, we're in trouble. Land Grant, so show them our hand. Get a Forest. Play Forest. Oh, I should have played Forest from there, actually. That was a mistake. It probably doesn't matter, because we could go like Black, Dark Ritual. I'm not casting Night's Whisper. That just puts me dead on board. I could die to like Lightning Bolt, though. Go Tinderwall. Do I have a need of bequeathal? Why not? Sacrifice this for red, draw some cards. Tinderwall again. I mean, I'll make the most squirrels anyone's ever seen. That's a promise. Green, green. The ball ritual seems good. I could Introduction to Annihilation. Actually, there are some things I could grab with these first day of classes that could be useful. Let's Metamorphose. Black red for red, green. Chromatic Star. Metamorphose again. Black red for red, red. Dark Ritual. I mean, we're going off pretty big. Sacrifice Chromatic Star for red. Another Dark Ritual. Sacrifice this one for red. Chatterstorm. So yeah, we're gonna make some really big stuff. Do this. Environmental Sciences gains me 2 life. So I guess we start there. Play Environmental Sciences using black-red. Grab a forest. It's just there for the life gain so I can survive. Then we can go first day of class again. Intro to Annihilation doesn't... How much am I taking here? I'm at 12, I take 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 9. They have to tap a white creature. So I still die to Lightning Bolt. So I think I actually do grab Intro to Annihilation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just gonna go all in here. So we Intro to Annihilation the Mystic Familiar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we first day of class again. This plays around like a bunch of fiery cannonades. We grab Intro to Prophecy. And then we just Chatterstorm. So they're gonna hit us with Prismatic Strands. They're all 4/4 squirrels. And I could always yield to these. So these are really hard to kill. I don't know. I guess we'll find out if this works. So yeah, again, the reason for the Intro to Annihilation there is to decrease their clock on the off chance they don't have double Prismatic Strands. That way they can't kill me in 2 turns. It also makes me not die to Lightning Bolt specifically. That's a lot of squirrels. And that's the end of that turn. So let's move to combat. We swing with all, we keep some number back. They strands. So they need to have 2 strands, I think. Or like a bunch of extra creatures. I kind of wish that I had like Fractal Summoning in my sideboard. Because I guess Fractal Summoning is still green. I don't remember if the Fractal is green or not. But this feels like maybe a good time to have something like that. So if they have double strands, I lose. 3-Bit Inspector does not help them. Well, it draws them 1 deeper, I guess. I can block the 3-Bit Inspector if they attack with it. So I take 7. Oh, I do still just lose. What is this math? They become the Monarch. Yeah, I still just lose. Attack with all, keep Axon. Yeah, Prismatic Strands is brutal. So they go pro green and they kill you with 7 flyers and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Okay. On to sideboarding, Flaring Pain seems like a no-brainer. And a couple Duress. I'm on the play, so I don't feel like I need too many Duress, but I do feel like Flaring Pain is useful. We get rid of a Night's Whisper, Seething Song. And the last card is... I mean, I tried my best. What is the last card I get rid of? Chromatic Sphere? Okay. We'll try that, I guess. Going first. Land Grant? Yeah, I'll keep this. This hand has a lot of potential. And my opponent mulliganed, which is good. So I made fun of my opponent's deck or whatever, but they did end up killing me pretty quickly. Battle Screech does that. Let's play Tinderwall, because it lets me do crazy things next turn if I want to. They get to see my hand, too. So it'd be nice if we could just kill them right now. Okay. I have 3 mana. Let's just play Wild Cantor and pass. I could have gone for it if I drew any mana source, but I only had like 2 draw steps to get there. And this feels like a matchup where they're probably not running too much in terms of answers to this. I will bequeathal my Wild Cantor. It seems like I have to draw a mana source somewhere. Sacrifice this one to add green. Okay, that's perfect. Land grant gives us a land. Player land. Land grant gives us a land. Sacrifice Tinderwall. Metamorphose. Red. Or red. Dark Ritual is interesting. So I can go Wild Cantor, or actually, I can go Chromatic Sphere. I can actually play Wild Cantor as an attacker. We Chromatic Sphere, then I crack this green for black. No, I think I actually have to play Wild Cantor first. Yeah, play Wild Cantor off this green. Sacrifice Wild Cantor for black. Then we Dark Ritual, then we crack Chromatic Sphere for green. We play Lotus Petal, first day of class. Storm count is 9, so I could just grab Environmental Sciences. I think they're just dead. Oh, they're at 22. So they chump with Thraben Inspector. Yeah, Environmental Sciences, play Environmental Sciences, and then I can still Chatterstorm. The chump blocker actually mattered though, because I have exactly 22 damage, but they can block. So if they have untapped land into Fiery Cannonade, I do lose. Or, I don't lose, but I pretty much lose, because I don't have any Galvanic Relay to keep going. And maybe they don't block. Alright, do you have an opponent? They do not. Okay. I didn't see any artifact lands, so I'm not really scared of Karkland Shaman. I don't really know what their deck's answer to this deck is. On the draw, we get rid of a forest. Actually, this feels like a good matchup now that I have Flaring Pain. So maybe I just keep the forest in because, like, mulliganing into Oblivion is one easy way to lose. And you only need one land to make all the difference. Like, this Flaring Pain could have been something. I think I mulligan this. Yeah, I mean, that's why I kept the land in. This hand is also not amazing. This one's good. We keep this. I can just turn one Chatterstorm for a whole bunch. Man, if this was my opening 7, it would have been sick. How much can I Chatterstorm for? I go Forest, Lotus Petal, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just get 5 Squirrels on turn 1. That's probably not enough. So given that, we're going to play this hand a little bit slower and get rid of Chatterstorm. Does that seem right? Yeah. We're going to play this hand a bit slower, getting rid of Chatterstorm and Rite of Flame. I don't know if this is correct, but it feels like their deck isn't going to kill me super fast. 5 1/1s on turn 1 is probably not enough against a deck with like... unless that's on top. Yeah, never mind. I made a mistake. Well, learn from me, never bottom Chatterstorm. Unless you draw Tinderwall and then your Bequeathal makes you look like a genius. Yeah, though I should have known that was a mistake. I talked myself into it and it was a bad idea. There's Metamorphose. We're gonna wait, because I have Flaring Pains in my deck too, so like, Prismatic Strands doesn't really stop me. They can't be playing Fiery Cannonade. So they're just like hawking me down, which I'm kind of okay with. That's so many first days of class. Yeah, patience. Basically, keeping Chromatic Sphere alive makes drawing Tinderwall a lot better, because then I can... Faithless looting away their Hawks. I'm gonna be so sad if I lose to this deck. This is like one of my best matchups, and I just got Mised round 1 and then kind of misplayed this round. So I do draw Rite of Flame. So I have 3 redraws this turn. I take 3 next turn. They have 5 cards in hand. This feels like the time. Yeah. Is it the time, or do I just cast another Chromatic Star and go off next turn? I don't actually have that much mana. I think I wait. Because if I try and go off and I fail, I just hard lose. Like, that's an easy way for me to just get beat down by birds. I have basically like 1 more turn to go for the storm, depending on what they do. If they have Battle Screech here, it's going to be a bit more awkward. So I'm trying to think if this Bequeathal was a Chatterstorm. I wouldn't have had mana to go for it for a while. So maybe the Bequeathal will end up being okay. Yeah, so they Battle Screech. So it's like this turn. I have to go off here. Tinderwall. You were absolutely perfect. So let's go Tinderwall, Lotus Petal for green, Bequeathal the Tinderwall, starting there. Okay, there's a land grant. Forest. Land grant to just thin my deck of lands because I would like to not draw them. We can go Rite of Flame. Chromatic Star for black. Chromatic Star again. Let's Metamorphose black-red into black-green because we want more like Tinderwalls. That's so many lands. Metamorphose again. So I need this red. I guess I go black-green into... I guess I can still go black-green. Wild Cantor. So I pretty much just have to first day of class and hope now, which is pretty unfortunate. This is gonna discard a forest. So that was pretty brutal actually. Storm count is 8. I can play a hasty Wild Cantor. Yeah, bottoming Chatterstorm really hurt me. I'll admit it. And we save land grant for storm count next turn, I guess. Yeah, this was I just misplayed this game. My deck has 1 win con, I just got rid of it for no reason. So now I take 7. Oh, Rally the Peasants and I die. Yeah. Super unfortunate. What was the top card? Oh, Land Grant. There it is. So there's no way for me to reach it, I don't think. Yeah, I should have just kept it. Anyway, heads up, we're going to play the next one. See you guys there. Alright, we're playing against Barf. This person's on the trophy leaderboard, I believe. I played against them last league, or one before that. We're on the play. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. This hand's very weak to removal. Let me think about this. So I go turn 1. Nah, there's no way for me to do this. Let's just land grant. It shows them what's up, but if they can't interact, they can't interact. If I can get off of a Bequeathal here, it's just gonna be huge. If they hold a Lightning Bolt for my Cantor, that's a little bit more awkward. Okay, Chromatic Star. So they're on Affinity, or some Affinity type build. This feels pretty good, because now I can Bequeathal, sacrifice this for black, cast Play Forest, Dark Ritual, Chromatic Star for red, hopefully draw another Galvanic Relay. I only have a single red, so let's just Relay here and get 4 cards next turn. Bequeathal, Tinderwall, Rite of Flame, Land Grant. I mean, that's great. They play Atog. Alright, time to do the ATOG math. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they like have the perfect hand, they could fling kill me. Land grant or a forest. Play the forest. Play Tinderwall. I think I just double Bequeathal this Tinderwall. Because I have like Cabal Ritual and stuff. Let me think about this. Double Bequeathal Tinderwall, sack Tinderwall for double red. This gives me triple red. Yeah, it's gotta be worth it. Sack this. Oh, I think I just win. Go Rite of Flame. Lotus Petal. So I need, let's think about this. I need double green. Well, I'm almost certainly casting Cabal Ritual here, so let's do that first. Sack this for black, Cabal Ritual. Then I Chromatic Star for green. Oh, I can land grant? That just gives me... I mean, it lets them concede if they really want to have that happen. So I get to do that. We Chromatic Sphere for another green. Rite of Flame. First day of class. This one's going to grab... I don't know, we'll just discard a land. Lotus Petal is great. Tinderwall. Chatterstorm. That's super lethal on turn 3. Seems good. Always yield to this. Alright, yeah, and then we were going to Galvanic Relay my deck. So they're playing Affinity, so we have Gut Shots. Do I even need... I probably need them. Gut Shots and Duress. On the draw, we get rid of a Forest, Night's Whisper, Seething Song. Cabal Ritual is quite good there, but like not super necessary. I think I'm just going to bring in 1 Duress. I haven't felt like an overwhelming need for Duress because I can just Galvanic Relay and keep going off. But having 1, like, if you're going to draw your deck, having at least 1 Duress to stop, like, an Echoing Truth is pretty good. Oh, wow, this hand is good. This is, like... This is why I brought in Dark Ritual and why I think it's absurd. Oh, yeah. Land Grant, Forest, play Play Tinderwall. I didn't even have to think about this. Sack this. Metamorphose. Let's go black, red. Dark Ritual. Metamorphose. Red, black, or green. I kind of want to go green, but we'll go green-red. Second Bequeathal. Do I want to trade my Dark Ritual for a random card? I guess I can Chromatic Star first, and then decide. Crack. Storm count of 6 on turn 1 is pretty good. Let's just crack Chromatic Star for black here. First day of class? No. So let's just Galvanic Relay. 7 cards next turn. Draw Lotus Petal. That was pretty bad, but I did draw... I'm glad I kept Dark Ritual because it's going to let us go off with this Lotus Petal stuff. So now the opponent's like, well, do I hold up Hydroblast? Which they probably should, but they also probably want to play Atog. Okay. So let's play this in such a way that we don't get hit by Hydroblast, which is to go Lotus Petal. Double first day of class under here is pretty brutal as well. Back this for black. Duress them. Oh, no. Dark Ritual then Duress. That'd be really bad. Duress you. Yeah, so there's their blue Elemental Blast. They also have Fling. I think I just get rid of Blue Blast. So now I can go land, Chromatic Star, sacrifice this for red. Another Bequeathal. Okay, Rite Flame. They crack Chromatic Star, hoping to hit a blue Elemental Blast, I guess. My hand is awful. This many Bequeathals is good in Gen... They drew one?! Oh my gosh, alright. That happens. Now I Night's Whisper. They drew another blue blast off Chromatic Star. That's ridiculous. Alright. Well, now we know their hand exactly, and their hand doesn't do anything for a long time. Actually, no, they cast a 4/4 next turn. I can't believe they drew a blue blast. I mean, that's why you go for it, though. This is a substantial number of... They drew Kirkland Shaman! Oh boy. I draw a land grant. I'm just gonna hard cast it, right? I don't want to show them what's in my hand. Grab a forest, play the forest. So... Kirkland Shaman really stops my Bequeathal nonsense, but I think I do just cast Chromatic Star here. They drew, and they played Seed of the Synod, I guess. Their hand is Darksteel Citadel. They drew another Seed of the Synod. Now they play their 7-drop. Yeah, this actually, their hand really shaped up. So this is gone, so their hand is Fling, Darksteel Citadel. So if they draw like Atog, this will be... Stop drawing these bad cards. Oh man. Go. I can Bequeathal their Kirkland Shaman. I don't love that. They draw Chromatic Star. Yeah, good draws. Just getting more artifacts makes Atog like lethal next turn. And Chromatic Star. So Kirkland Shaman, yeah, alright. I gotta stop complaining. Focus on winning the game. We gotta like Bequeathal. If we draw Gut Shot, that'd be so sick because we can like triple Bequeathal the Kirkland Shaman and then Gut Shot them. We draw a forest. This is like so bad. Let's put a Bequeathal on the Shaman. See what they do here. I could get them, right, if they think I have Gut Shot. But they let that go through. So I'm dead to Fling in 1 turn. Right, next turn I take 5, I fall to 7. They can Fling for 4, and that puts me down to 3 life. So I can cast Gut Shot, but it would be really sketchy. I think I have to go for this. Sack this for red. Rite of Flame. I have 1 in my graveyard, so this will give me 3 red, so I can do something. Yeah, alright. Rite of Flame, first day of class. Into... I can get Environmental Sciences, but I feel like I just want Introduction to Prophecy and just really hope for the best here. Galvanic Relay and Gut Shot. Okay, well we want both of those. Actually, I don't think Relay even does it anymore. No, because I take too much damage. Let's bottom Relay, let's top Gut Shot. And then next turn I can draw like 10 million cards off these Bequeathals on Kirkland. If they draw Atog, you know, whatever. So I take 5. Down to 7, Fling can do 4 damage. They have 1 card in hand, I don't know what it is, but we're gonna go Bequeathal on Kirkland. Actually, do I start with Cabal Ritual? No. Bequeathal on Kirkland. See if that goes through. Another Bequeathal on Kirkland. If they have Hydroblast, I'm in really big trouble, but I don't think I'm beating Hydroblast anyway. Then we Gut Shot. Which is kind of sick. Please don't have Hydroblast. You used 2. They really have it? Oh, they're cracking. Okay. Are they deciding if they want to Echoing Truth? Echoing Truth would be kind of gross on the Clark Clan Shaman. I had to go for this though, right? I have to win this turn and I need a lot of things for that to happen. Okay, draw 6. These are all good things. Now I can play a blocker. Let's cast Land Grant and see if that resolves. It showed them my hand, yes, but it is what it is. That's the last land in my deck. I've drawn so many lands. We go Tinderwall, sacrifice Tinderwall, then we go Metamorphose. Gonna add black, red. Lotus Petal's alright. And so I've already used 1 card. Let's go Football Ritual. 5 black mana. Cast Lotus Petal. So let's think about this. I don't have enough to go first day of class, Intro to Annihilation into Galvanic Relay. I am dead to Fling right now. My first day of class is... This is my last first day of class. So let's Chromatic Star here. And this one's actually gonna add red. I have a lot of green. Double Wild Cantor. So I feel like I just cast these Wild Cantors. They have 2 cards in hand. And I can use the Wild Cantors next turn to go off. Because there's 3 Chatterstorms on the bottom somewhere. As well as this Gut Shot, which I can cast. Cast this. Then I just Galvanic Relay for 11 and hope for the best. They can draw Atog and kill me with Fling, but that is what it is. Okay, there's the Chatterstorms. I was like, there's gotta be a whole bunch at the bottom. So they have to kill both of these and hit me for damage. That seems fine. Stack Wishing. Okay, well, Clark Clan Shaman is lethal because they have double red here. We'll see what happens. Echoing Truth is lethal. Atog is lethal. There's so many things that kill me. But there's still a chance. I love the blockers that you get from Storm decks. Like, just being able to chump block here is huge. Block here. Oh. Okay, Team of Battle Rage, I did not count. There's no way for me to survive with Wild Cantor there. I don't know if there's anything else I could have done. Whew, Team of Battle Rage, okay. On the play, kind of want my land back. Because 10 lands is pretty low. I can get rid of Duress, or I could just go down to 1 Gut Shot. I kind of like just going down to 1 Gut Shot. No, wait, that makes no sense. Bring back in Gut Shot. They had Clark Clan Shaman, I saw it. So we're going to sideboard like that, and then... What do I want to cut on the play? Like a Night's Whisper? It is a bit sketchy against them, like losing life. Yeah, alright, we'll cut Night's Whisper for Forest and run it like that. Because we're kind of all in on Galvanic Relay anyway. I'll keep this. It needs card draw. Kind of wish I had a Night's Whisper now. Affinity's a really hard deck to beat. They just have everything. Like, they have the best, like, main deck answers to this deck. They have the best threats. They just get, like, 0 mana 4/4s. Like, they have Hydroblast, which is going to be a problem. Alright, I'm going to Land Grant. Show them what I'm working with for now. I'm not going to cast Wild Cantor or anything, because I can't go off yet. But if they, like, tap out and I draw a Bequeathal, I could win. Double blue into Chromatic Star, okay. Metamorphose. Okay. I don't want my Metamorphose getting countered. And they've seen my hand, so they might just tap out for something weak. And then, I mean, I'll probably just go for it, because I'm a crazy person. Ooh, Thoughtcast is brutal. They do nothing, they don't... No, they did play land, okay. Hinderwall. I think I just hardcast Land Grant to not show them what I've drawn since then. Play my land. Because now I have quite a bit of mana. I just don't want to lose to like Hydroblast. I want to hit like a Galvanic Relay or something. Also, there's only 4 more like Land Grant / Forest left in my deck, so I'm very, very likely to draw lands. Or action, I mean. A Crackstar for red. They must have Atog, maybe? Okay, if they don't have another land, this is a good position. Or, actually it's not that good of a position, plus they played a spell. Another Thoughtcast. So I'm just gonna assume they have Hydroblast. Or Blue Elemental Blast, whatever it is. These draws have been particularly awful. I don't think it gets any better if I wait. They have a full grip. I don't think it's getting any better. We're gonna go for it. Tinderwall, sack this, cast Rite of Flame. I want to give them the least information possible. Cast Wild Cantor, maybe they counter that. Because that gives me black mana. They don't. So I sacrifice this for black and Dark Ritual. They could dispel the Dark Ritual. And then I have 2 draw steps to try and hit Chatterstorm. I think that's my best shot. Okay, they think about it for a long time. They let Dark Ritual resolve. Let's... I feel like first day of class is getting countered, and this lets me Metamorphose. So they dispel first day of class. Do I let that go through? Yes. Now I Metamorphose. This is going to give me red, red. There it is. So I need to keep back some number of squirrels as blockers. Actually, no, they have to like chump block here, don't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I've maneuvered this pretty well. Have I played a land? Turn 5 Ganon CD. First day of class. Dispel Metamorphose. Draws a card. So I have not played a land, right? Tinderwall, Rite of Flame, Cantor, Dark Ritual, first day of class, Dispel Metamorphose. So I think I can go first day of class into Environmental Sciences. Then Environmental Sciences for a land. Oh, I hope I didn't mess this up. Let's go through this again. Turn 5, Tinderwall, Rite of Flame, Wild Cantor, Dark Ritual. None of these says plays Forest. So we're going to go for it. Plays land. Gut shot you. Exactly lethal Chatterstorm. Oh, and that's why you put Environmental Sciences in your sideboard. Ooh, okay. Show chat. Until when will we have Storm polluting the format? And whenever Wizards bans it. I didn't see that they replied, I'm sorry. Whenever... it's funny that they would complain because I would say Affinity is probably long-term a bigger issue. Opponent says this is so bad, and I agree. This deck is absolutely broken. I can't believe that worked out. That was... If they had countered any of my other cards, it would have... actually, no, because then I would have had double first day of class into Squirrels. So... I don't know. That worked really well. See you guys next round. Oh, right, we're playing against Lolo Pollo. Or Loyo Pollo? I don't know if that's how it's said. We're going to go first. Ooh, I like this hand. We're gonna keep this one. Is this a turn 1? That's the first thing I ask myself, and the answer is usually no. I'm gonna go turn 1 Forest, Wild Cantor, Rite of Flame, Chromatic Star down to 1 mana, no. So let's just cast Wild Cantor, because this enables... Oh wait, that was a mistake. I always do this. I think that was a mistake, because I'm gonna have double green next turn. They're playing Delver. I mean, we go for it. Delver's gonna have counter magic and whatnot. I don't feel like dealing with that. So we're going to sacrifice this for red, cast Rite of Flame, then Chromatic Star. Can I get Threshold? 1, 2, 3. I guess if I Metamorphose into something, I can get Threshold. Let's add red, black, Lotus Petal, Chromatic Star using this red. Tap this, sacrifice this for red. Cast Wild Cantor. So if I use Cabal Ritual, I'm down to Lotus Petal. That feels like probably 7 is enough. Or 8 squirrels. Yeah, it's Cabal Ritual, sacrificing this for green. Chatterstorm. So that's 8 squirrels on turn 2. I probably could have had 9. So we'll see if that ends up mattering. If I had been less greedy and waited on my Wild Cantor, I think I would have had 9 squirrels and then it would be a 2-turn clock. They didn't flip, which is great. Augur of Bolas, or Echoing Truth is the worst, but aside from that, Augur of Bolas is pretty bad. They brainstorm. So post sideboard, this deck basically just has Echoing Truth, as far as I'm aware, and Hydroblast, or Blue Elemental Blast. So they probably have like a couple main deck that they're digging towards. Oh, 1 turn, man. Yeah, I'll attack with this too. If they want to trade Delver for Wild Cantor, that's fine. Okay, they brainstorm again. So we'll keep track. They would be at 11 right now, and I would have 9 squirrels. I don't think it's likely to matter. Brainstorm preordained. They must have something, otherwise they would concede. Okay, they shuffle with Terramorphic after scrying to the bottom, which means, oh, Echoing Decay, right. Okay, so they're blue-black Delver. I just, like, in my mind assumed they were mono blue. Maybe I was supposed to keep my Wild Cantor in play. Play this land. Alright, let's see if they have it. They probably do. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Please don't have it. Oh, they don't have it. They lose, right? They played a land. Nice. Okay. Winning game 1 feels really good. Because post sideboard, they're like on Echoing Decay and stuff. Is this the matchup I want? Hooting Vandals and Kerbeck Angler? If this is not the matchup, I don't know what is. On the draw, cut a Forest, cut Seething Song, cut a Night's Whisper. Just because of black mana, I guess? No, okay, we're just trying to go off quickly. So I'll just keep Seething Song in. 2 Duress to deal with Echoing Decay. Because I can just continue comboing. Am I scared of like blue Elemental Blast? I mean, like 1 Gurmag Angler turn 1 could do something. I really want to try this. You know what? Alright, for the sake of science, I don't know if this is optimal, but they're in my sideboard. Let's find out if this works. So we cut this. We're going to cut Night's Whisper, probably Cabal Ritual. Actually, I like Cabal Ritual with Gurmag Angler. And we're going to get rid of... Just going to go down to 1 Duress, because I think the game plan is just play a really big chunky dude that they can't deal with because they're just blue. And go down 1 First Day of Class, because getting that... Actually, I could go down 1 First Day of Class, 1 Chatterstorm. And that lets me keep another copy of Duress, which is probably better anyway. Because that can protect these dudes. Okay, let's try it. This seems not optimal, but let's find out. Turn 1, Gurmag Angler with haste. I just want to see that. Oh, wait, this hand's pretty good. This is turn 1. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I don't know what it does yet, but it's definitely good. It's like 6 squirrels and a 4/4 trample. And if they just go turn 1 preordain. Okay, turn 1 Delver, they mold the 5. Oh. This hand is disgusting. And Daze is banned in Pauper. Let's go Forest, play this, cast Tinderwall, sack this for red, Rite of Flame. So, I guess I probably just Galvanic Relay. Right now I have 4 mana. If I do anything, I have to Chromatic Star here. Sack this for green. Yeah. Land Grant. Get a Forest. So now I can go Hooting Mandrills into Chatterstorm. That seems pretty good. On turn 1. Alright, do you have Echoing Decay? If you don't, you're gonna be in for a big trouble. That's turn 1! Literally turn 1! I could have gone for Galvanic Relay, less Hooting Mandrills, I think. And that may have been better, but like basically next turn they untap with Counter Magic. And that just feels pretty bad. Yeah, they're flipping off Counterspell, right? So now that's a useless card. They cycle Ash Barrens because they don't want to draw it. So they're taking 12 damage next turn? Ooh, another Chatterstorm, you say? Yeah, I'll let a Squirrel get blocked by Insectile, because basically I win if they don't have Echoing Truth or Echoing Decay. They fall to 9, player land, last turn. The hope here is that they Echoing Decay my Squirrels on my turn, or they just lose and don't have black mana. It literally turn 1. Hooting Mandrills actually did work, because it makes it so even if they answer the Squirrel, they're in trouble. I'm glad I went with this. Ooh, Bequeathal. Oh, that is spicy. No, they just won't block it, because they could have Echoing Truth. They just concede. Alright, that is the league. That is another 4-1. I think I beat Barf. I lost to Greenline just barely. Yeah, those were the really close Affinity matches that I just like drew poorly and whiffed a little bit. This deck is absurd. I think the Hooting Mandrills against Delver in particular, like Gurmag Angler 2, are very good. I mean, turn 1, 12 power is something silly. So I'm going to keep playing this deck until it gets banned. And I'm trying to convince everyone/Wizards to ban Galvanic Relay alongside Chatterstorm if they're going to go that route, because, well, maybe they don't do that, and then I could make a deck with just Galvanic Relay and show you how it's still broken. That's the end of the league. If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing. You can support my channel. I have an art shop in the description if you want to buy some posters or art, or I sell fine art too if you're into like giant pieces of metal. Otherwise, I'll keep making these decks. See you guys soon.